closer. Please stand up and come closer, one row closer, or to your right, so the latecomers can sit down as well. Who is brave, please? Just stand up and come closer. Anyone, please? Yeah, thank you. Perfect. Yes, thank you. On the right side, that's perfect. És nem lesz akkor tablet. Tehát nincs visszajelzés, nincs tablet. Neked kéne jelzés, valahogy így áll. 3 perc után. Oké. Jó, akkor. Igen, csak ez nem tudod, csak egy sima óra. Nem olyan. Valami tablet, hogyha még gyorsan készült. Laptopot, igen. Hello everyone, and welcome to the pitch competition, the closing celebration and the closing day of the 3-day HIPA Innovation Bootcamp. Welcome all of you who are here in person and all of you who are watching us online. My name is Andrea Jós. I am a science communicator and a biology teacher and the host of Today and Yesterday. So the aim of this event is to give a boost to the cooperation between the large actors and the new small companies. And based on what I saw yesterday, I can tell you that all the conversations that are taking place are just amazing, and I'm very, very proud of this program. So I'd like to tell also that we've been joined by 4 great companies on this journey. These are AUDI Hungaria, Continental, Jaguar Land Rover, and also Thyssenkrupp. And these actors, they had formed their own challenges before the recruitment had started. So the startups could apply with their ideas and solutions to these challenges, answering these challenges. And today, we shall see what those solutions are. So without any further ado, I'd like to ask the CEO of HIPA to give his opening talk. Please welcome Robert Ésik.
Probably need this as well. So thank you once again. Welcome everyone to the second part of today's automotive conference, which is the closing event of the Innovation Bootcamp that we have put together with Design Terminal. As it was already mentioned, we are working together with 4 key industry partners. And what we have done basically was to reach out to innovative Hungarian companies, more than 30 innovative Hungarian companies, from which you will see the top 9 companies performing here on this stage. And it's going to be a pitch competition during which they will explain their solutions to the challenges which have been defined by these key industrial partners. So I think it's a great opportunity to have a certain matchmaking between the demand and supply on the innovative automotive industry market. And that is the main reason for us to be the patron of this event. And that's why we have started organizing this program, because we have realized that automotive OEMs and integrators are increasingly looking for innovative companies which are designing new solutions, which have brilliant ideas, and they would like to bring them to the market as quickly as possible. So instead of waiting long months and years to introduce new solutions, the OEMs and the integrators would like to respond quickly to the changing market needs and demands, and that is why there's a strong interest from their side to meet these type of companies. On the other hand side, it's not so easy to identify these type of companies, and it's not so easy to establish contacts with them, so that's why we stepped in as a catalysator in this process. From the innovative companies' point of view, it's also not so easy to get in touch with the OEMs and to have a meaningful conversation with a large integrator, simply because the behavior of a small organization compared to the large OEM is so much different. And that's why we have also asked our mentors to prepare these innovative Hungarian companies to have successful interactions and discussions with the OEMs, with the integrators. So hopefully what you will see today is the result of a coaching, a mentoring process. You will see brilliant ideas and products that can be of relevance to these large players of the automotive industry. And hopefully as an end result, we will see new innovative Hungarian entities entering the value chain of these large automotive players. So this is our hope, and I hope that the pitch competition will be interesting as well. So I look forward to your reaction on the program. Thank you very much for being here, and enjoy the program.
You're also a member of the jury, and I'd like to introduce the other two members. The CEO of Design Terminal and the founder of Brainbar, Gergely Böszörményi Nagy. And also the well-known journalist and television presenter and also an expert of his field, Robert Winkler. So the teams will have approximately 3 minutes to present their ideas, their solutions. And I have to tell you that the past few years I've been a host to similar events, and usually the case is that the presentations are wonderful and beautiful, but the content is somewhat empty. But based on what I saw yesterday, it seems like the content, the expertise is really high, and I'm seriously rooting for the teams so that they can squeeze it into 3 minutes presentations. After the presentations, the jury is going to evaluate the presentation and also ask questions. And this is not just a closing event of the bootcamp, but also a serious competition. There are prizes to win. A unique Fab Lab prize, winner of the demo day, and also a customized professional mentoring from Design Terminal. And this, in the end, will be one of the teams. So, do I have to announce anything now before we start the competition? It seems everything is in place. Thank you. So, now the first group will come on stage and present their ideas. And it is going to be AUDI Smart Solutions. And in short, it's about improving warehouses with drones. And the CEO is going to present. Please welcome Gergely Ellenrieder.
Thank you so much for this great opportunity in the name of all the team. I'm Gergely Ellenrieder, co-founder and CEO of AUDI. You are focusing on fast cars. You and your company are focusing on safe cars. You have smart cars, and you have really interesting cars. But what if I tell you that we can help you to be faster, safer, and more accurate, simply applying drones? Because today, inventory checking in your warehouses also is slow, dangerous, inaccurate, and boring. What we do with AUDI is a really simple and safe inventory checking based on modern drones. Every new drone model which came out, we already know it's working with our software solution. So we will integrate a new Mavic 3 DJI drone next year, which will be the best drone on the market so far. We have an AI which automatically delivering the data, what's needed, what and where it is. We can deliver this software solution from Romania to Slovakia and Czech Republic also, from Ukraine to Austria, thanks to the cooperation agreement with DJI, the drone manufacturer. Not only the drones, but the hardware support also available. Of course, for the Hungarian market, we have a discount for you, but we are focusing with our current customers to roll out this in the CEU region. Who we are? We wanted to be pilot, and now we are working on train pilots in the warehouses. Warehouse workers, forklift drivers are our end users. They can be drone pilots in 2 days, thanks to Károly, who is vaccinated and ready to fly everywhere on our globe. Andor is a specialist in hardware support. Peter is our architect, and I'm the sales guy in the team. What we can provide you is saving money for sure. 35 to 50%, those are our measurements until now, and we would like to continuously improve this process improvement number, but it's already 2-digit and it's over 30%. So it's already delivering business result, but we don't want to stop here. We would like to have a fully autonomous solution in the upcoming years. So if you would like to start the solution and would like to have a diverse software solution, then maybe in 5 years we can do it together with your company and with you to make it a fully autonomous solution, a one-click solution. This is our vision. So what we can deliver today, what we have to offer is we can replace 1 or 2 full-time equivalents on an annual basis. There's less resources needed, no forklift needed in this particular process, because nobody is lifted up. Those are on the financial part, but there is a whole series of benefits on the operational part. So actually, we do more faster, 6 sec per pallet available after the 2 days of training. And also, we have a special new functionality, what was developed an automotive company in mind. It's a safety check process, safety check functionality. So we are open for new functionalities, and we can deliver data which may be not available yet in your company. And of course, it's easier to learn how to drive a drone than how to drive a forklift. So those are the benefits what we can offer to you. And we also would like to offer a free consultation for you at one of your plants, maybe in Hungary. Thank you very much for your attention.
Now the jury can ask questions, so just hold on to your microphone. So, any questions?
Thank you. Since how long you're working on this, first of all? And my second question is, what were the major milestones during your journey? So what were the biggest results so far you are proud of?
Yes, we just celebrated the 3 years anniversary of our company. And our first paying customer was IKEA. And now we have other 2 automotive industry suppliers. And the biggest milestone was to integrate for a German company supplier our solution, I think. And now we onboarded our solution already, and all the policies and everything in place, which can be easily applied at other companies.
You're looking for investors or paying clients? What is the priority?
Yeah, we would like to find new paying customers on the Hungarian market. We are ready to go on the country and train the people and start saving.
Thank you. Maybe also a question from my side. What type of warehouses can you apply this solution for? So is there a size limit? Is there a limitation depending on technology? We are seeing a lot of automated high bay warehouses that are growing up currently in Hungary. So where can you apply it, and how can you combine this with other processes related to logistics?
Yes, so wide ASO and all the wrecking can be the environment. And we are here because we experienced that the standardization level of the companies are mostly a good fit for our solution at the automotive industry, because bin location codes, labels on the front needs to be there. So over 10,000 pallet size warehouses.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other question? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
What a beginning. So, our next startup is Arteries Studio, developing faster with data acquisition hardware. And the CEO, Gábor Németh, is going to talk.
How about the machine? Judging whether what you are doing is good or bad. Your answer can be hell no or hell yes. Maybe your answer is no, I don't want the machine judging that what I'm doing is good or bad. But nowadays, especially in your industry, more and more machines telling you what is good or bad. Our startup is built up on this simple concept, that we are collecting patterns and our innovative system judging, is it a good way or a bad way? I'm Gábor Németh, CEO and founder of Harmonic and Arteries Studio. We are a development company and we founded our startup. And I'm talking there with a 10 times world champion sailor on their racing sailboat. This is because we choose one single segment as a case study, and we develop the full solution for them for racing sailboats. And now we are opening our scope to other use cases. Our slogan is "Conquer your best," because everybody would like to be better tomorrow. And for this, we would like to give you objective measurements on that and not basing on your subjective ideas. These teams now are fully equipped with our solution. This is an IoT solution, collecting real-time data, putting in a cloud, unlimited storage, unlimited CPU time. And this solution is not just a telemetry solution, this is searching for reasons behind the facts. We're using new technologies, as we are an IT company in the background. We're using computer vision, machine learning, different data science algorithms. And you can see that even the Swiss Olympic team member is there next to our logo. We are very proud of that. We already delivered joy through success. They can control their processes, and they have purpose because they see where they are going. We have a base team in the background with Arteries Studio, development for many big companies. And we have already advisors and ambassadors in the sailing industry. You are not from the sailing industry, but we are very proud that where we started, already the biggest names like Stu Bennett Time or Roland Gabler next to our side, and they are supporting our development. We won dozens of regattas with our teams, like the current winner in the Blue Ribbon Kékszalag regatta. They're wearing Harmonic logo on their mast. We are very proud of that. Look at those great photos. I'm always smiling when I see it. On the top of that, we implemented a complete race tracking and analytics system with cameras as well. So we just started in this year's regatta with more than 600 vehicles tracked, real time with smart analytics. This is the team with many advantages behind, and we are now searching for new use cases like racing cars, motors, intelligent cars, where good and bad patterns are existing and needs an intelligent judgment system. We are on the way, and come with us on this journey and be the next winner with Harmonic. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've just been informed that only 1 or 2 of the juries have the opportunity to pose questions to keep up the rhythm. So, if you have any questions, now is the time to ask.
So can you explain a little bit more how exactly you imagine the implementation of your solution to the car industry?
In the car industry, from sensors of the car, many data is coming, like similar from a sailboat like that. The sailboat is using a CAN bus system, which is very close to the automotive CAN bus system. So we are already implemented that communication platform. We have the data collector system and so on. So we can put our system in a car as well, and we can run test runs. We can test pilots, how they run with the car, and what are their good and bad patterns, and we can help them to improve, and in the same time test the car as well in a right way.
Thank you. Any other question? Then I'd like to thank you for your presentations. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Our next theme is IMM data, and it's about device management, data collection, processing, and visualization. Try to say that 3 times. Visualization. So please welcome the CEO and CTO, Christoph Hauser.
Hi everyone. I'm not here to sell the big corporates anything. I'm here to sell to your supply chain. As the big companies know, data is a true value and it's a key to efficiency. I'm certain that you have data collection systems which are robust but not flexible, and it's expensive. So the lower levels of the supply chain, the small and the medium-sized companies, can't afford or can't adapt it. But it's a global problem to collect the data, because unless you collect, the equipment utilization is bad, or you are blind about your manufacturing. Here is when we can help. For the small and medium-sized companies in the metal, plastics, or food industry, who has 10 to 100 machines and not have real-time data collection systems yet. We can integrate any type and any age of machines, and we can collect, measure, and analyze its data, cut the costs and the scrap rates, and increase efficiency. Why is it good for you, the big companies? If your supply chain is more stable and the deliveries are on time, you get a more stable production too. If they cut costs, your costs are lower too. You can better mitigate the risks and increase your certainty about the good production. Our product is a software as a service-based software, which can be rented for a low monthly fee, and a custom-developed modular IoT hardware, which can measure cycle times, scrap rates, downtimes, even production parameters. As I said before, we can integrate it to any type of machine, can deploy it fast. It has an ERP interface API. Take an example of an injection molding company, for example. If they have 50 machines, our solution costs about $5,000 per month. But they can cut the scrap rates, and it's a yearly value and saving of 140,000 euros per year. Not to mention the other administration savings and the real-time data. what we ask for is not you to buy our solution, but to recommend it to your supply chain. We want to extend our services outside of Hungary and to global. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let you answer questions.
Yeah, one question, if I may. If I'm not mistaken, you already have successful case studies in Hungary. And I have visited Simon Plastics not so long ago, and I have seen your system working live. So the way I understood this is an Industry 4.0 type of solution for SMEs at affordable cost, which I think is appealing to the market. So can you maybe explain a little bit about your practical experience and your successful cases with some clients?
Yes, thank you very much. As you mentioned, Simon Plastics, I have working for them for 7 years, and I have seen what the SMEs could not deal with or could hardly do it. So that's why we made a spin-off company of that solution we have developed for Simon Plastics. So yeah, we made a spin-off startup for this, and we are integrating it to even more companies. For example, in Plasticor, located in Westprim, we are just started the collaboration with them. So then case studies will be arrived about 3 months later. So we have just started it, and it will be served as a reference plant. So, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your presentation. Our next team is Intermap, automated HD mapping with high precision data. And the managing director, András Nikol, is speaking.
Thank you for the introduction. I must step here. So what do you think is the true value of reaching just one level more of autonomy in self-driving? Think about a number. Just one level up or 2 level up. What is the number in your company, or what is the number in the world? But these images might get you a hint that the self-driving car industry is going to be a $133 billion industry by 2030. And the HD mapping industry, which is a part of, and which will be a strong part of the self-driving car industry, is going to reach 20 billion by 2030. But how do we get there? How do we improve self-driving capabilities? In our opinion, as a geographical information and a spatial information company, we do this by HD maps. Well, you might ask, what is an HD map? An HD map is a high accurate map that is containing all the data, all the lanes, all the traffic signs, all the road-related and control-related data for a car to reach a higher level of autonomy. So how do we do that? With the help of our experience in the industry of mapping, geographical solutions, we developed the solution, both hardware and the software, and we fused together LiDAR, GNSS, IMU for positioning, we use AI for perception and mapping. So the result can be an automatically generated, highly detailed, centimeter accurate data that is containing everything that the car could need. Who is already using HD maps? These guys do, but the problem with them is that they are hardly telling their secrets. So we are here to tell this secret. And we are open for some partnerships with the companies presented. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Question?
What organization can evaluate the accuracy of an HD map? You said it is
well, accuracy relates to safety in the self-driving industry, in the car industry, as far as I know. So the value of safety is the value of accuracy.
Okay, but evaluate in terms of accuracy. Is it is it up to date, or how accurate is your HD map?
You mean numbers? You want to hear numbers?
Who can measure the quality of your service?
You mean validation? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so our maps are in the 10 centimeter accuracy range, and we validate it with the geodetic surveys. So there is no more accurate survey than a geodetic survey, as far as I know. So in a scale.
Okay.
Not yet convinced. Okay.
I will convince you later on.
Okay.
How much do you know about the competition on this field? I guess there is heavy competition.
Yes, there is plenty of startups. Everyone is applying different approaches, but we saw solutions in China to the US. But the main problem is affordability and the scale. So this is what we are trying to solve. That you have a solution that is as affordable as possible, and also using cheap hardware, because in cars there is cheap hardware. Sorry to say that, but it is more expensive to buy a mapping device that is cost I don't know, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Thank you very much. Well done. Our next team is IP Camp, and the presentation is about data analysis made easy with tools to work with AutoSAR files. And the head of embedded software development is going to speak. Please welcome Daniel Farago.
Hi. Stop boring your developers. Due to the increasing complexity of today's modern vehicles, the amount of data to be handled during development and testing has been exploded. The vehicles and their functions are described by data models having the size of gigabytes. These data models are open, browsed, and edited by developers on a daily basis. The hundreds of ECUs described by these data models are also producing gigabytes of data per second during their operation. As part of the validation and verification processes, it is inevitable to analyze these extremely large data sets. The market of automotive tool developers, the market of automotive tools are dominated by companies whose products became de facto industry standards during the decades. This fact makes it harder to replace their tools and also makes them lazy to react on the changes of data analytics in the automotive industry. As a result, highly educated developers spend hours with waiting on the reaction of tools which were never meant to be used in such an environment. The most extreme case, what we have seen in the industry, was at a project where developers needed to open their data files on Friday in order to make it sure that they can continue work on their project on Monday when they come into the office. The products of IP Camp aim to provide effective and scalable solutions for these problems. since we are not only focusing on product development, but also actively participating in embedded software development and root cause analysis projects, we have a good insight on how to increase the effectivity of developers facing with these problems. With streamlining their workflows, we can make developers not only less bored, but also more effective and focusing on their problems to be solved instead of struggling with cumbersome, repetitious, and often manual tasks. Since our tools are integrating easily with other tools in the market, we are not only looking for end customers, but also open for collaboration with other tool developers in order to enhance their tooling with our products. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Question.
Yes, well, do you have existing clients? And if yes, can you give a practical example of what is the use case of your solution?
Yes, as you can see on the slides, we have basically two main tools developed. One is RED, which is an AUTOSAR modeling tool platform. If you're familiar with AUTOSAR, then you know that AUTOSAR is a standard which provides you a modeling language to model the car and all the functions inside the car, the ECUs and the software on the ECUs, the communication between ECUs, and so on. And in case of a complex vehicle, these data models can be in the size of gigabytes, as I mentioned. And for example, just to check anything in the model or to compare versions of these models, when you are, for example, a tier 1 and got a new version from the OEM to integrate it on your ECU, you spend hours or even days with just checking the differences between the two models you have and to incorporate those changes that you really need in your project. The other tool is a data analytics tool called Mercury, which is a user of the RED in a way that it uses AUTOSAR models and also other automotive descriptors to analyze communication data from the vehicle buses. And this Mercury data analytics tool is successfully used already in root cause analysis projects with big German OEMs where they needed to find the responsible ECUs for certain errors in the car.
Thank you very much. Before we move on to the next presentation, let us boost our brain a little bit with some blood flow. So we are going to do this. So follow me and tilt your head onto your left. So like a mirror to me. And we are stretching a little bit our musculus sternocleidomastoideus. Do it, it's not going to hurt, it's going to be good. Because then the muscle is stretched and the blood is going to flow. So it's a bit refreshing, yes. To let go. And then slowly into the middle and then on to your right. Yes, very good. Just feel how it stretches. Maybe it hurts a little bit, that's okay. Yes, stay there, stay there. Yeah. And carefully back in the middle. Well done. So we are preventing headaches. Our next group is Cling Technology. And the speech is about composite technologies and design. And the CEO and CTO and owner is going to present. Please welcome Sándor Kling.
Good morning. How are you? Are you all right? Are you happy with your weight? Do you think it's easy to climb the stairs if you are carrying extra weight? I don't think it is. Do you think it's easy to run after the bus if you are carrying unnecessary kilos? Of course you are afraid that you are going to twist your ankle or you are going to slide with your shoes. Of course. And also you can run faster if you are lighter. It's pretty simple. It's physics. It's the law of nature. It's not easy to go onto a diet, and nor it is easy to use composite materials in the automotive industry. But we think that the economical, the ecological, and the legal barriers can be broken through with our innovative solutions. We think that lightweight, yet reliable and sustainable materials can be used in mass production. And we are looking for those fields where our expertise can meet with the needs of your company. We have a flagship project, which is this carbon composite wheel. The wheel is a very important part of the car, as it is the unsprung mass, and also it's a spinning mass, which affects consumption, riding safety, and riding comfort as well. It's a great challenge to make this structural part out of composite, but we are on a very good level on the progression of making it mass producible, as from the beginning we designed it to making it able to mass produce it. We went through designing iterations, manufacturing, testing, and here we are at the moment. We are happy to go on with the wheel project as a joint venture, but we are also happy to find any areas of your company where mass reduction is important. We are ready to go onto a diet with the vehicles. Are you ready to go?
Thank you very much. Now, hold on to your mic, yes, because there is the question and answers. Yes.
Yes, I'm a great lightweight wheel enthusiast. I know all these things. I make my choice in tire. Even I try to choose a lot more lightweight tire, but it's an expensive thing. So how a luxurious thing will it be in terms of price? Do you know the?
Yes, we made quite a few calculations on this topic, and it is expensive because human labor is needed for manufacturing these parts these days. But as the technology develops, mass production is available for simple parts these days, and that makes a lot cheaper every composite part, because you can produce a lot more. You don't need to use that much human labor, and therefore, yes, we made a calculation. We tried to push down the price of this wheel to the level of a more expensive aluminum wheel, which means this wheel should be available for mid-class cars as well, not only for super sport cars. Yes, that's the target with mass production, and that's the advantage of having a mindset of that.
And what about the durability of this carbon composite?
That's a very good question. The regulations in Europe is not ready yet to test these wheels. There is one regulation which is available in the United States now, but it's durable, it's very strong. Of course, there are differences in the material properties, and therefore you can't analyze it in the same way how would you do it with a metal wheel, because if you want to make it as strong not to break, then probably your suspension will break, and that's why a compromise should be used. But we have executed tests in regular testing machines for the wheels, and it passed all the tests. So it is safer, I would say, than any other wheels.
Last question, can I lift it?
Of course. So the same sized wheel is about 13 kilos, a very lightweight aluminum wheel, and this is 6 kilos.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Our next team will speak about increasing road safety by AI-driven monitoring system for the drivers. Please welcome RoboGaze and the CEO, Abel Gábor.
Every year, 1.3 million people die on the roads, and another 50 million are seriously injured. That was one more person somewhere in the world who died. The top 5 reasons of fatal road accidents are fatigueness, lack of focusedness on the driving task, driving under influence, fever, and strong emotions. Our mission is to provide an affordable solution that will prevent or decrease deaths on the roads. We do this by developing a solution that is affordable because it uses low-resolution, cheap cameras, and it has a hardware requirement that is very low, so it even can run on the Raspberry Pi, for instance. And it's a white label solution that is ready to be embedded in the car. We also made it in a way that it is automotive grade, so it can be used in a car. We have 3 main functionalities. The first is multi-factored fatigueness detection using eye movements, head tilt, yawn detection, etc. There is another functionality which detects irresponsible driver behavior, like mobile phone usage or not looking at the road. And we have an optional remote monitoring platform for fleets that can gather data from the car, so we not just warn the drivers to behave responsibly, but also provide data for later analysis or immediate operator warnings. Our software is multi-platform. It's hardware and operation system agnostic. We have an Android application for mainly testing purposes, but it's also an embedded software, and not just as a standalone application, but also we can provide it as an SDK to be integrated, because most OEMs and tier ones, of course, will like to embed it and use it as a module in their own ecosystem. We have a very strong industrial background. We all worked at NNG, which is a software supplier of many OEMs and tier ones. So we know how to build automotive-grade software, and we know that we need to provide white-label solutions. We are looking for a partner to have a pilot project, a POC, and let's save the roads safer together.
Thank you very much. Questions?
Is it all original, or you outsource 1 or 2 parts of your process, 1 or 2 parts of your company?
We're outsourced only the mobile development part, but the core engine that is used for all detections are all internally developed.
So you are a tech company?
Yes.
Any other question? Then we would like to thank you.
Thank you so much.
Our next theme is smart charging, car charging with ease. And our speaker is the CEO, Gábor Bényász.
Number one, electric vehicle is less environment friendly than traditional vehicles. Number two, electric vehicle cannot be used outside cities. Number three, EV users, thank you, have to download different applications. You can read such kind of statements in the headlines of the newspapers nowadays. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gábor Bényász, and I would like to discuss such kind of controversial statements about e-mobility in my company, Smart Charging is Working. Number two, that's the theme. Number one again, if we source the electric vehicle by fossil-based power plants, we only transfer the pollution locally. Number two, in some cases, the charging network is not extensive enough to overcome the range anxiety, which is the well-known range issue of the electric vehicles. Number three, that's also true, that electric vehicle users have to download lots of different applications if they really would like to charge at chargers of the different network operator. So, why am I here? What our answer to this question? By using our application, lots of chargers are available, even those chargers which are not managed by our system, via roaming functions. We provide real-time status, prices, and the shortest way to the charger to reduce the already mentioned range anxiety. We have lots of energy optimization functions, which are already mentioned because of the environment pollution. So this environment optimization functions covers lots of use cases. The most important ones are the integration of solar production and energy storage, enabling real green mobility. And to answer the extension of the charging network is our core of product portfolio, a cloud-based central management system which remotely manage the chargers of the different hardware supplier. This core system manages the chargers. We automated online and real-time, of course. We automated a lot of operation functions like fault detection, fault resolution, and also AI-based preventive maintenance. We also apply here energy management optimization. By energy management optimization functions, we not only make the e-mobility green, but also can reduce the energy sourcing cost of the charging network operator. By assuming this, the network operator can reach a higher availability regarding their hardware infrastructure with relative low capex and opex via low human resource and energy costs. We really think that we really contribute to the penetration of charging network indirectly to the penetration of e-mobility. That's actually our mission. We already proved it to our client who are market leader, utilities, telco companies and new market players in the Hungarian market. And I hope I convince you by applying our system, you can also contribute to the penetration of e-mobility and through this to save our future and our planet. What we didn't inherited from our parents, but borrowed from our children. Thank you for your attendance.
Thank you. Breathe in, breathe out, you made it.
Thank you.
Questions?
Is your product a mobile phone application?
A center management system and an application. So the core of the product is a cloud-based center management system, which has several UI for the operator as well as the end users. This is a white labeled application, and the operators can make an own brand using our smartphone application.
There are a lot of such smartphone applications. What's your selling point?
Our unique selling point, what I try to emphasize here, is the energy management optimization. I think it's very important that to source the energy from renewables, typically Hungary PV production, and we have lots of integration and optimization functions which enables this from operator side. I think it will be very important in the future as we consider the electric vehicle not a simple energy consumer, but also an active part of the future energy market and energy system. I meant here also the vehicle-to-grid functions as well.
Thank you. Any other questions from the jury? Okay, thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Our next team is Vive Lab Ergo, and the topic is ergonomic risk assessment software and service, and our presenter is the CEO, Csaba Szeredi.
You are killing your employees. According to our Prime Minister, Hungary is a work-based society. So more than 500,000 people, manual workers, work for manufacturing companies, most of the time in very old workplaces. From these workplaces, in every year, more than 100,000 people has to go to the doctor with reduced mobility. An average worker who has to work 8 or even 12 hours per day cannot live active life with their family on the weekends. They are so tired, they have to sleep all day and cannot live an active life. What can a 60 years old employee say to his 8 years old grandson why he cannot play football with him on the weekend after a long and tiring work week? What do you think your middle-aged employee can do the same job if they are over 50? How can you make up your lost labor due to hard and tiring work if the government closes the borders to foreign workers because of the virus? Do you have enough money and time to train your new employees due to fluctuations? Do you need to improve efficiency to finance the necessary salary increasement? So I'm sure you are innovative and smart enough to solve this problem in time. But ergonomic assessment of a workplace using traditional methods is a 3-day work for 2 experienced people. Do you have 24 years to make all your 2,000 workplaces suitable for efficient workplace? Do you have a plan how to use workers with disabilities? So, but you are lucky. Vive Lab Ergo can manage, analyze, and optimize 2,000 workplaces in 6 months. And additionally, while you are saving your employees, the efficiency can be increased. Vive Lab Ergo is also capable to help you designing new ergonomically tested production lines. So if there is only one thing what you can take home from this presentation, should be the next question. Do you have done everything in your power to keep your employees healthy and be able to work for you in the long run? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Gergő.
So how exactly your solution actually work?
Pardon?
Can you explain how exactly your solution works?
This is a software solution, and we are using motion capture technology. We are recording the motion of the workers while they are working on the workplace. And we are using international standards to analyze the motion, and we are identifying where are the unnecessary motions or where are the motions where it's too difficult or too hard for the workers. And using our simulation technology, the engineers can find solutions for these problems and can test it before the company execute any modification on the workplace. So finally, the result of our project is always an instruction plan how to modify the workplace, the working environment, to make the working process faster, easier, and more efficient.
What type of references do you already have from your solution?
We have more than 50 references here in Hungary. For example, AUDI Continental is also our client. And we made more than 1,000 workplaces analyzed and optimized due to our project. And now we are opening for the foreign market, and we are selling our solution to international companies.
Thank you very much for your presentation.
Thank you.
I would like to ask the jury, would you like to withdraw to another room, or you can put your head here together and make your decision?
You can do it here.
They say they can do it here, so by the time, so just then, just come closer, or by the time they are thinking, our colleagues prepared a little quiz, just a little quiz about the companies who we were working with. Before that, I would like you to, because we are going to just lighten our lower backs a bit, just check on your left who is sitting behind you. Just check it. Yes, and stretch. Who is sitting there? Very good. On the left side. Good. And now on the right side too. Oh, who is sitting out there behind you? Perfect. Very good. Very good. Okay. And while they are having a conversation, if you saw someone you don't know around you, but is within reach, just ask his name or her name, or ask the profession, or ask which one was their favorite group, okay? Now you have 2 minutes for that, and then I'm going to ask some questions, maybe 1 minute if they are faster, and then I'm going to ask some questions. So go with some short conversations with people you never spoke before. Now. Very good. Now you can turn to the other side. Oh, well, maybe they are ready. And do you have your favorites? Hold up your hand if you do have a favorite from the groups. Yeah? Well, thank you for your bravery, because you made the others hold up their hands too. Do you have two favorites, or you couldn't decide? Yes, very good. It seems the jury is finished, am I right? It looks like, so it was a fast decision. So if you are curious about the quiz, you can come to our colleagues afterwards and we can have that little quiz. Now we shall move on to announce the winner. And Robert, I would like to ask you to announce the winner and give them the prize, which is just here behind me. This is going to be the prize. And come to the light. Yes, come to the light. Yeah, here.
So I hope this microphone works and you can hear me. Okay. If not, I will use the other one. So, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a winner. I have to tell you that the jury had a short list of 3. So we were more or less in agreement on the top 3 very quickly. And then after a short discussion, we came out with the name of the winner, which I'm happy to announce. So the winner is RoboGaze. Please come on stage and take your prize.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. And we are happy to tell you that there is a lunch, and we are inviting to the lunch. And you can go on with the conversations also with each other, or the startups, or the members of the jury and the organizers. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a lovely afternoon.